Hey guys, Miss Sun here. This is a contest entry for VenusEnvyGrrl, and I just had to remake this video. I had filmed it all and I was making the entry for someone else. I mean, I'm weird, I know. Sorry about that. So the theme of her contest is your best and your worst. I'm gonna start with my worst and I'll explain things about each one. This one is one of my first pieces ever, and I still didn't, know the time I have to deal with resin and stuff, and I got desperate. I put this is a cabochon inside. It's a bone cabochon, and I put it in here, and then I realized it wouldn't fit. So I panicked, and I started throwing glitter over it to see what would happen, to see if it could cover it. And when I popped it out, I realized that I was so stupid for doing that. Check it out. It clumped up all over. If I had had the patience today, I know that I could have just put the cabochon in and then put another layer on top to fix it and all, but yeah. See how weird it is? You can't even see what it is. And I also learned from this piece that when you put a cabochon, the best thing you can do is you put a first thin layer, then you put the cabochon, because then you put the glitter and it won't clunk up, it won't sink the way this one did, and kind of destroy the shape of the cabochon. And it's not focused. Come on, camera, help me out. There we go. Yeah, it didn't help a lot, right? Focused or unfocused, it's still bad. So there's that. Then there's this one. This one is weird. I made this bone, and when I popped it out, there was a hole in here. You see that? So me, genius that I am, I thought, oh, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna put some resin on it and fix the hole. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna glaze it with resin. What happened was, there's a bump where there was a hole, and the resin slid down, and it looks like a gigantic overflow. See that? This one's a mess, and you can feel some little pieces of resin all around it, because it did there. See? It did slide off, but some kind of stayed. Looks like it's wet. And the only reason there's a screw eye pan here is because since I had this, screw up piece, I used it as my first test to drill holes when I got the Dremel tool. So, and then there's coincidentally other bones. This was the first one I made. I used this cute candy, and it's pink, and it's cute. I love it. Except for the fact that for some reason, first problem, I drew the hole, put the screw eye pin, and it broke. I was like, oh man. So I drew another hole beside it and put the screw eye pin again. I thought, well, it's gonna come here and it's gonna cover the broken one. It broke again. I was like, how am I breaking this stuff? They're sturdy. So I drew another hole this side and it worked. But it's not here anymore. Because, after some time, it started to rotten. The candy part, I have no idea how it is that some pieces of it are outside resin, but it is. So I just gave up and did another one with less candy to see if it wouldn't, come off. It did. It's coming off. It's sticky right now, and check out what happened. So I threw all this candy out. It was like a 1 pound bag. Yes, it was a 1 pound bag of this candy, and I threw it all out because it had been laying out for some time, because my objective with it was to use it for resin, and now I can't use it for resin anymore. I got so mad I threw it all out. So there's that. Now for the good pieces. And this is where the story comes. So, people don't do resin around here. You can't find resin pieces. around here. Resin, this type of resin, the epoxy clear resin, is used for kind of glazing trays and tables and that type of stuff only. People don't use it to create shapes and stuff. But one day I was shuffling through Etsy, and I saw some pieces that I think they're super cool. They're the type of piece that are, bad girl pieces, kind of kitschy type of thing. And I love that. I love, this weird stuff with FU things and stuff like that. I thought they were so cool. So this is the first piece that I made that it has that style of thing, and I'm so proud of it because, it's kind of going back to the beginning in a way. And I'm really proud of this one. I showed it in the last video, so this is one of my favorites. And then after seeing it on Etsy, I was like, I have to do that thing. That thing is so cool. So I went to YouTube and I found Yunkazem. And in her videos, I saw her show this shape. And I was like, I have to have that. I even bought one from her. But I found the mold, and now I make the thing that made me go crazy. Which makes me proud too. And this one's not my first, because the first one I made sold. And this is not my favorite either, because my favorite sold. But this is the second one I made. And, well, there's that. The fish. Then there's this one, which I also showed in the last video. And the reason this one is one of my favorites is because I didn't see anyone make this. I didn't get something that someone did and thought, oh, I can make this a little bit different like that. No, this one I actually had the idea, put it to use, and it turned out good. I think this one is so pretty. The crystals are here not because of bubbles, but just because they were supposed to be here. I thought they would look good, and I love this piece. I think it's gorgeous. I know that sounds cocky, but really, I really like this one. And lastly, there's this one. This one is here, not because it's, oh my god, I love this piece, nothing like that, but it takes me to something I like. It's the fact that I've done over 40 of these pieces, and I have left like 6. All the others sold. And that makes me really proud. I mean, I started doing resin, and people actually thought it was good enough for them to spend their money on it, so I love these pieces because of that. All the bones that I've done, but I chose this one specifically because apparently people love this one more than the others. And then lastly, as you stated that it should be a piece that's wearable, I can't enter tiles, but I have this shape that is the closest thing for, it's a pendant, but it's the one that I can actually do a tile style type of thing. And I think this one turned out super cute. The puka one. I don't think I've shown this one before, but that's that. I love this one of my favorites. So that's my entry. Hope it's a good entry. Hope I didn't bore you to death with my story. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you guys later, and bye bye.